On this day in history, July 30th, 1956, in the midst of the Cold War, which had divided the world and threatened to destroy it between the U.S. and the Soviet Union, the Americans adopted the phrase, "In God We Trust," as their motto to contrast them with the spreading force of communism, which had already taken over Eastern Europe and threatened to take over the globe. Communism and the Soviet Union were very anti-religion and atheistic, and America, in the midst of a suburban revolution, sought to embrace its traditional values under the leadership of President Dwight Eisenhower. So they put "In God We Trust" all over the currency and on many vital and important American buildings. Now, this wasn't a way for the United States to suddenly become religious and adopt God as their mascot. No, it was a way to contrast themselves in the midst of a global conflict with the atheistic Soviets. Then on this day in 1965, President Lyndon Johnson signed the Medicare-Medicaid Addendum to the Social Security Act of 1935, which provided insurance for the elderly and poor. This was all part of Johnson's Great Society and the War on Poverty, in which he sought to relieve the suffering of millions of Americans. Today, tens of millions of poor and elderly Americans are insured thanks to Medicaid and Medicare. Lastly, on this day in 1975, the head of the Teamsters Union, Jimmy Hoffa, disappeared. Perhaps at the hands of the Mafia, this has become one of the greatest mysteries in American history.